Difference. You already know it's the anointing that makes the difference, destroys the yokes, and sets the captives free on the all-new KCOHradio.com. It's more power in the message and the music. Positively good. I am with two great men of God. I'm excited about it, Prophet Craig and Prophet Jeremy. And we're saying, Lord, whatever you're doing in this season, don't do it without me. And listen, this is, something happened to me. It was about the beginning of the last year. And I went on this prayer walk in the neighborhood where the church was at. And I heard the Lord say that I'm about to give you a Pied Piper anointing. Wow. And if you ever heard of the Pied Piper, it's a children's rhyme where the little guy would walk through the neighborhood, go through the village, and he would blow this horn. And children would look out the window and they would hear the sound of the horn, but they could only hear it. Wow. And they would follow behind him. And I was like, a Pied Piper anointing. He said, there are going to be a select group of people that can hear what you're blowing. Hear the sound that you're blowing, and they're going to follow. And I didn't understand that, but I understand that now because I never would imagine me being surrounded by all the rappers that I've been surrounded by. I never would have been imagined to be doing a Christian club again. I've done that before, thought that was over with, and to do that again. And now I see that there is a select group of people that can hear this sound. So elaborate on that for me, because I know one of y'all have an understanding of what is this sound that they're coming to?
It's a spiritual hunger. It's a hunger that goes far deeper than what they can understand. And it's causing them to chase after God in the only way that they know how. Now the thing is, you said that in the seasons coming up that God is doing some new things, and because He's doing new things, He needs people willing to do new things and accept new things from Him. So we have to get to a point in our life, in our walk, in our ministry, that we'll be able to open up our heart to God so He can use us to do these new things. Now, these young people that's coming up now, they're wiser. They know more word, and they have a more understanding of the word. Because all these years they've been seeing that the traditional ways, but now God showed them more practical ways. But the problem is they're struggling because they have practical ways struggling with traditional ways, and they don't go together. What Mama said, what Grandma said, well, He's still grace, God's still grace, mercy, and love, kind, all that stuff. But there is another level, another dimension that these younger men and women are struggling with because they don't have anyone else to go to teach them these new ways. So God has made themselves pioneers. So the thing is, these young men, these young women who are following you and following people like you with the same anointing, they are pioneers, and your job is to open your arms up and receive them, because not too many other people will. These young men, these young women have an anointing that will break yokes, that will break negative situations. They have anointings, and they're not coming in empty-handed. They're coming in with a full load of blessings. God's, look, and coming up soon, coming up soon, there are going to be a group of young people that's going to allow God to move in their life, that everything that we're seeing now in the world will be challenged by it. In other words, the stuff that we're seeing now, the Michael Brown and all these other killings and all this other stuff that's going on, God's raising up an army. And the army don't look like it. Don't look like what we think an army should look like. Jesus, they didn't know Jesus was going to be the type of man that He was. They thought He was going to be a king riding down here, finna tear some stuff up. But Jesus said, look, I am about to raise up an army, and these young people gonna have the heart of God. And because they have the heart of God, God won't do it. He won't stop at anything to make sure that their objective is done. Because there's too many people hurting, and no one is tending to their needs. Too many people are struggling, and nobody, including the church. Let me tell you about the whole prison thing. They're all in prison. People are hungry in prison. I went to prison for praying in court. I got, it's a long story, but I went to prison for praying in court. They told me I had hyper-religiosity. It's a sickness that they label true Christians with, because I understand me and Jamal was talking about the other day about that it's going to be a setup down the line where they're going to say Christians are crazy and we need to put them up to a certain place where we can watch them because they're a danger. But the thing is, in this season, when we talk about the young men and the young women, God is truly working within them.
is.
Yes.
Even the little ones.
Yeah.
3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, they're different. They're not like we were when we was younger.
Yeah.
There's something in there turning.
Yeah.
There's a gumbo in there, and there's all kind of stuff
Yeah.
in there. And God said, look, I'm gonna make this what I need to be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move these children into another place where I can use them, and they won't have no blockages, no hindrances,
Yes.
no turbulence in their life, because God said, I'm putting them to work.
Yeah.
Because you won't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earlier I said prison. When I went to prison, I realized something. All these Muslims and they have outside help.
Mm-hmm.
They have worship, non-stop worship. They get to do anything they need to do when it comes down to their God. Christians have to fight to worship in prison.
Yeah.
They'll tell you that the minister is not there when he's there all alone waiting for people to show up.
Wow.
They'll play games with the Christians, but they won't play with the Muslims.
Wow.
You follow me? So there is a need in the prisons. There's a need in the street. There's a need for some people to be real and the people to show brothers and sisters how to be loved.
That's
Right.
good.
You know, I talked about earlier, love and lust, understanding the difference. But the thing is, we have a job to do, and the only ones that's really doing it are the ones that's part of God's remnant.